Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shannon. Of course, if you had not been here before, welcome. If you have been here before, welcome back. You guys know what is up with that. So today's video, we're actually just going to be trying some new to me makeup. This isn't really all like brand new makeup, and I've used some of this before, but I wanted to hop on camera and just like use some of it on camera because I haven't. So some of the new to me stuff I just got, I'm waiting still on some orders from Sephora because the shipping has been really slow. I'm assuming because of the coronavirus and what's going on. So I haven't got all of my orders from the VIB sale or the spring sale. So hopefully I'll get that soon, and you'll probably see some of these in a haul video, even though I'm going to be using them now. But one of the products I'm going to be using is the Nars, the Overlust palette. So this one here, I heard a lot of recommendations for it. I have tried some of these products out. You can see I dipped into these here. These are kind of like cream-ish highlighters. I like to put another one over top because I don't find them super bright, but they are really pretty. And then I love all these blushes, so we're going to use that. I have the Anastasia at Beverly Hills, the new like little gloss set. So I think I'm going to use one of these. I wanted to try these out. This isn't like brand new, but I wanted to try Manny MUA's Lunar Beauty brand. So this is the Strawberry Dream palette from Lunar Beauty. Look at the packaging. It's so pretty, and it's kind of like lifted here. Really nice. It has a big mirror, and then that's all the shades. I did dip into this like once, but I want to try this guy again. I think it's really pretty. I don't know if I'm going to do anything extravagant because my baby is sleeping and he could wake up at any time. So we will see. Oh, and then I do have the Hourglass. I love this. The Ambient Strobe, the Absolute Strobe Light. It's like the metallic one. Ooh, if you can get yourself this. I think it sold out really quickly on Sephora during the sale, but it's beautiful. And then I may pop on a little of the Natasha Denona Bloom, the Mini Bloom palette. I have the Morphe Glamour Bronze, just like the big bronzer. And then I think for base, I don't have much new for my base, so I think I'm going to use the Pat McGrath. This is fairly new to my collection, the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. And then I did do a whole video on this guy, the concealer, but I actually really love this. I've been using this a lot more since that video, but I will pop that video up in the cards if you guys want to check it out. But I love this foundation so far, so I want to use this. And then I have been raving about this product. I got it from Pixi actually as PR, and I like it. It's the Pixi Skin Treats Hydrating Milky Serum. I'm going to put this on actually before foundation. I love this. It's so hydrating if you have dry skin. So we're going to put that on. And then I have this mascara I've been using. I've only used it a few times, but I liked it, so I'm going to try it again. It's the Givenchy Volume Disturbia Mascara. Fairly new product to my collection. I do have a little mini Honesty lipstick from Bare Minerals. I thought maybe I could put that on or try it, see what I think. And then I have, just for powder, I'm using Wet by Terry powder, just because I don't have a new powder. So the newest products to me obviously are the Nars, the Strawberry Dream palette, and the Anastasia lip glosses. But yeah, we're just going to try some of that out. If you guys are interested in seeing that, then yeah, just keep watching. So that was the longest intro ever. I didn't realize, I don't know why I did that. But anyways, we're going to put this Pixi Milky Serum on first. I just like to like dab this in and like put it on my skin. I'm gonna have to try to avoid my eyebrows because I did my eyebrows off camera. You guys, I just did a eyebrow video though, so if you really want to see me do my eyebrows, you can definitely check that out. And I'll put that up in the cards as well, whichever side it goes on. I'm just really gonna work this in. You can see though that gives my skin like a nice hydrated look to the skin. It's not like glowy, it just gives like a natural glow because it's nice and moisturizing. Alright, so we're going to put on the Pat, actually no, I'm going to do probably eyes first. So I'm going to put on a little bit of concealer. Probably put too much of that, but that's okay. We're going to blend it out with the JH08 from Morphe. I'm just going to use a little mirror here. Okay, so I have that all blended out, that concealer. I usually use an eye primer, but I didn't pull one out and I don't have a new one, so I figured I would just do that. So I'm going to use the Strawberry Dream palette. I'm not going to do anything too crazy just because, like I said, I have a sleeping baby who could wake up at any time. that is life now. So I have to deal with that. So I'm going to go in with a blending brush first, and I'm going to use the Delium Tools 785 Taper Blending. This is from the, got a dog hair on it, from the Golden Triangle collection. So what do I want to use first? I think I'm just going to go in with the shade Skyline, this one right here, this kind of like peachy shade. Get that on the brush. There is a bit of like fallout in these pans. I don't know if you can see that. Like, yeah, there is a bit of fallout there. Okay, so we'll tap some of that off. I freaking left this on the palette. I guess I didn't use the mirror last time, so throw that up there. All right, so let's go ahead and put some of this on. I didn't set my base. I usually don't set my base, so ooh, that's pretty. That's a pretty shade. I go in pretty heavy-handed with eyeshadow too, so you don't have to do this. Like, you can build it up. I just like to get as much on there as I can. And by the way, if you see skipping here, I have like really dry eyelids right now, so I do have some skipping happening, but it is because of my eyelids. It's not really anything to do with the product. It's just because I can't do anything with those freaking dry eyelids. We're just gonna build that up a little bit. I want to put quite a bit of color there. Like I said, I'm not gonna do anything too extravagant with this palette today, just because I want to actually get done this video. So there's that. Ooh, that's really pretty though. What do you guys think? Super pretty. Okay, we'll go to the side. We're gonna focus this right on that outer corner. I'm doing this video in like 4K, but I might have to change it because it's so huge when I do them in 4K. And I shoot these actually, like, I'm shooting this now. I got a new iPhone, an iPhone 11. So that's what I'm shooting this video on, is an iPhone 11. You guys will have to let me know what you think of the quality. I'm just turning my baby camera up. I have it like sitting right beside me, so if you see me looking over there, that's what I'm looking at. This is really pretty. Like, I really like the shade, and the blendability on these is really nice. Like, for having a tackier base. Is that pretty? Ooh. I really like that. We'll just kind of... And anything on the edge I can always clean up. So, what do I want to go with next? I think I'm just going to use the same brush. Do I want to go in with the red? Maybe I'll go with the shade Sunrise and just kind of like tap into that. Yeah, there's definitely fallout in that. It has fallout, but I don't mind that. So, I mean, if you mind that, then you might not like this palette. This palette smells like sweet too. Is it supposed to smell like strawberries? Because it kind of does. It's like sweet smelling. Like candy strawberries. I never noticed that until like just now. Like, what is that smell? Yeah, that's pretty color. This palette, by the way, was for some reason only $37. It didn't say it was on sale, but all of his other palettes are like $60. So that's Canadian pricing. So I was like, wow, why is this one cheaper? Like, is it just, I don't know. I seen in the States though, someone mentioned it was on sale. So maybe they just discounted it, but didn't show that it was like actually on sale on the Canadian site. Ooh, these would be great colors just to put all over the lid if you're like going for a quick look. Like, they're really quite pigmented and pretty. Alright, so I think that looks really pretty. So I have that kind of like blended out a bit. I am going to fix up, of course, the outer edges once I like put concealer and foundation, all that stuff on. But yeah, I think it looks really pretty. Do I want to go with a deeper shade? Do I want to? I may go in with, I'll take this Morphe. This is an E17. I think I'm going to go in with this like Storm Cloud shade just a little bit on those outer corners. just a little bit. I think I'm gonna bring it like kind of down this way. I'm just kind of bringing it down this way and going in lightly. I don't want to do too much with this one. It's just a little deep. I don't know if I like this brush though for it. All right, so I kind of want to like use a different brush. I'm going to use the JH40 just to kind of more precision this, because I want it to go a certain way. Making it a little bit more smoky, but I just kind of wanted to bring that up there. I am going to make a wing with this. All right, so I'm going to do the same on the other side, and then I'm going to come back and do kind of like a wing with this. Okay, guys, so I just went ahead and finished this kind of look off camera. So I just kind of cleaned it up with a little bit of concealer, but I did it on both sides. I think it's looking pretty good. I kind of want to put like a sparkly shade on the lid. I'm thinking of going in with Sweet Dream, this one down here. It looks really pretty. I will say I've tried this one and it's like absolutely beautiful. It's called like Blue Diamond. Stunning. But let's go ahead. I'll just put a little bit on my finger. So it's kind of like a duochrome shade. I'm just going to tap that on the inner portion of my lid. Ooh, that's really pretty. That's actually really pretty. And I might actually, hold on, I'm gonna spray this. So I'm gonna take the Morphe Luminous Setting Spray. This is probably new to me too, actually. I'm just gonna take a Morphe, this is a JH44. I'm going to give that a little spray. And we're gonna dip into that Sweet Dream shadow. And I'm just gonna put it right here. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay, so let's do it on the other side. I keep like spraying my mirror with that setting spray when I'm spraying this brush. Good going, Shannon. Ooh, what do you guys think? That's a pretty shade. It's really, really pretty. I like that. Okay. So this is a way prettier look than the first look I did with this palette. It looks so pretty. I like it. Okay. So I'm just going to take this one I've been using and just kind of like tap here to kind of make sure everything is blended. I don't want to screw around with those outer corners too much. And then I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Always On Liquid Liner. This isn't super new, but I like this liner, so that's what we're going to use. It's a pretty black liner. All right, so I'm gonna do the other eye. I'm just gonna finish this one up, and then I'm gonna do the other eye off camera, and then we'll be back to do the base. So I finished off the winged liner. I will say this Smashbox one, I don't know why I love it, but it feels like it's like kind of dried out. I haven't used it in a while, so maybe that's why. But I went in with the Blickety Black liquid liner from Hank and Henry. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and I really like it. Like, I think it's really good. I'd like to repurchase this. I don't know, like, where you purchase Hank and Henry, just off their website, I guess. So I'll have to see what shipping is like to Canada, but I do really like this. But yeah, that's the eye look. I think it turned out pretty good. I think the eyeshadow palette itself has like really nice quality. I think I got that close enough there. It was kind of like missing a little piece, but yeah. Okay, so that is the finished kind of eye look. I think it turned out pretty good. It's a nice look. So I will say I feel like this side turned out a little bit better than this side for some reason. I have like one spot on this eye that patches and I don't know why. Like I can't get it to stop doing that, which is kind of frustrating because this eye always turns out more blended, but it is what it is. That's what I have for eyes. So we're going to roll with it. And I don't have time to really try to fix it right now. My baby's already stirring, so I feel like he's going to be up soon. But, I mean, it didn't turn out too badly. All right, so now we're going to go into, now that we've used that, we're going to go into complexion products. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Pat McGrath foundation. I like this foundation a lot, so I've used it a few times. So I'm just going to go and actually, I'm going to use my e.l.f., what is this? The Airbrush Stipple Brush. I use it for cream products, but I do like it for putting on my foundation. So I'm going to put a little bit on the back of my hand. We'll just dip in. I'm going to kind of brush that on. And this has a nice, like, kind of like light to medium coverage depending on what you're looking for in a foundation. It is pricey, but I really do enjoy this one. Like, I feel like it gives my skin a nice, like, plump kind of look. And it dries down to more of like a nice natural finish, but with a little bit of luminosity. You can still see my skin kind of like my freckles and stuff coming through, which I like. And by the way, I wear the shade Light 6, so I'll dip in a little bit more. I'm going to start this side. I'll put just a little bit on my forehead. But you can see like how nice it looks on the skin. I think it's a really pretty foundation. If you want to splurge, this is one that I would splurge on. Even though it does have a high concentration of alcohol, I don't wear it every day, so it doesn't really bother me. So I'm just blending that down my neck. I think that's all I'm going to put on there. Like, I don't like to put like a heavy layer of coverage on, but I think it looks pretty good. We'll just put a little bit of the excess right here. I think my baby is waking up, in case you haven't heard him. So I'm probably going to have to go check on him. We'll have to finish this after. So hopefully my foundation holds up while I go finish this. Okay, so the foundation is all done. So you guys didn't notice, but I actually popped off camera for like an hour or more. I actually went to eat and my baby woke up, so I had to go attend him. My husband's home right now, so he is watching him. So we're going to go in now with the concealer. We're just going to continue right along. I'm going to use that same brush I used earlier on my lids, the JH08, and we're going with the Pat McGrath concealer. I'm going to use my Glamour Bronze mirror to apply this. We're just going to put a little bit on because I don't think I need a lot. But yeah, that's how that foundation is looking even after an hour. You can still see my skin through it, but I just feel like it's a pretty finish for a foundation and I really like it. I know it's pricey, but like I said, if you can splurge, it's a good one to splurge on. I'm just going to put a little bit right along here. Maybe a little bit right here on my nose, a little bit on my forehead, above my cupid's bow, and on my chin. That's usually where I like to put my concealer. I'm going to take this brush and we're just going to tap that into the skin. This blends out pretty nicely, I find, and I just like this concealer. I wish I had gotten a little bit of a different shade. I feel like this one is pretty like kind of like peachy, but I do like it and it does a really good job at covering dark circles. So, and I did, like I said, I did do a video on this concealer and the powder. I really like the concealer. Like, I've been using it quite a bit since that video. I just think it's a pretty concealer under the eyes and it does like a good job. It blends out easily and it has nice coverage. I'm just going to pull that down. I like to bring it a little bit in that inner corner just to get rid of the darkness you have in that inner part of your eye. And this also kind of helps clean up anything if you kind of like dropped eyeshadow and stuff down here. I'm just going to blend that out. So now that I have that concealer applied, I'm just going to go with my By Terry Hyaluronic Tinted Hydro Powder. I have one Rosy Light. I'm just going to use a little bit of that. Of course, I just dropped it all over the floor. Good job, Shannon. Okay, so we're going to tap a little bit of that on under the eyes. I'm not going to focus on this too much because this isn't like a new to me product. I just know that I like this product. I'm just going to put this on a couple places on my face. My nose is just running too because I was eating. That always happens to me. I hate that. I don't know why my nose runs when I eat, but it really does. So I really have to kind of be careful when I eat, and so I'm putting some extra powder there. This powder is like super nice, really smoothing. If you haven't tried it, it's a pricey powder again, but it's one that I actually like think I would repurchase if I have the money to, because it's just like really, really pretty. Really does a really good job like smoothing everything out on your skin. I just really like it. I'm just gonna add a little bit to set everything. And this is a JH13. I have quite a few of the Jaclyn Hill Morphe brushes. I do like most of them. I don't think they're all amazing, but overall I like them. And for the price point, I ended up getting like a set for like 65 bucks because they were on sale, which is a pretty good deal for quite a few brushes. So that's a plus. All right, so that's all done. So we're gonna go in with this Glamour Bronze, this bronzer. This is like, it says it's like a cool bronzer. It is, but I think it has a little bit of warmth to it too. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one because they say it's really cool tone for fair skin, but I think it's kind of like a mix, which is fine for me. But if you're really fair, I don't know how this would come off. I'm gonna go in with a this is an 05 brush. So I'm just going to go right along here. I'm not going to really contour too much. I just want to add some bronze on there, but it is a really pretty color. It does definitely have cool tones in it, but I think there is a bit of warmth, which is good since it's a bronzer. But it's really pretty. It blends out really nicely. It looks pretty good on the skin, I think. I'll put a little bit up here. I like to put it along my temples. If you don't have a big forehead, you don't have to do this, by the way. I have quite a big forehead, so I really need to put contour or bronze something up there so it makes it look a little bit smaller. I like to kind of just bring this up around here, and then I go a little bit under here. I always have to do under my chin just to hide like just to hide kind of like my double chin, because I do have a little bit of a double chin and I am in my 30s, so you know, I am a bit middle-aged. You guys are probably laughing like middle-aged, but it is kind of your middle age when you get into your 30s. I think I feel better in my 30s than I ever did in my 20s, so there's that. But you know, I'm just gonna add a little bit here to kind of match me up with my bronze. I like to focus a little bit more right here just to make that really deep and dark. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. And I'm going to take a little bit, I'm just going to take a little bit on this Delium Tools. This is a 783. Take a little bit of this and just go down the bridge of my nose. And just on the tip. There. I don't want to do anything too intense on that, but I just kind of wanted to do that. And then I'm going to brush it out. Okay. So that's done. So I'm going to go in now with a this is an 04. We're going to do blush. I'm going to go in with this Nars Overlust palette. And I think I want to use, what shade do I want to use? I think I'm going to actually go in with this shade right here, the light pinky one. I think I'm going to go in with that one. So I'm just going to get that on my brush. There's no real fallout with these either. It's not that kind of formula. So we'll just kind of tap that on. Ooh, that's a pretty shade. I haven't used that one, so really pretty shade. Okay, so let's go to the side. This video is going to take hella long to edit. I'm definitely going to have to cut some things out of this. But, ew, that blush is really pretty. I like an intense blush, so if you're wondering, I like to put a little bit there too. Just a little bit on the tip of my nose. That's a really pretty blush. It has like a little bit of like luminosity to it. So I'm going to go in with this like pink shade down here and just kind of tap that on. It's kind of more like a creamy powder finish. Like, I don't know how to describe it. You can kind of see it on my finger there. I'm just going to tap that here, and then we're going to add a highlight, the Hourglass over top of it, because the Hourglass is like really beaming. This one's pretty though, just to like lay down for a more natural look. But these are more of a natural like kind of product, but they do feel like really like creamy. So if you like that like kind of creamy feel, I'm gonna put a little bit right in there too. My baby's quiet, so I'm wondering if he's not up. Maybe he went back to sleep, which is strange, but some days he has like nap days and some days he doesn't. Yesterday was not a nap day, just as an FYI. I'm not going to put any of this on my nose because I feel like this product sometimes like pulls up product on my nose, and my nose is like kind of the worst part of my face. So, and the fact that like I have a hard time keeping product on it. So we're not going to do that. So I'm going to go in. I'm going to use my Moda brush. I don't know what this is called. It came in a BoxyCharm, I think, and it was a set, but I like this brush for highlighting. And we're going to go in with the pink shade in the Hourglass metallic strobe one. I don't know if this has a name, but I'm going to go in with that pink shade. And we're going to amp this guy up. Ooh, it's so pretty. This is such a pretty product. It like really like melts into the skin as soon as you apply it. I like to put a little bit on my forehead. It's above here. I'll put a little bit on my nose. A little bit down here. I like to just put a little bit there, and then we're going to go over on this side. Look at that. It's so beautiful. If you have enough money to get this product or it comes back at Sephora, I would check it out. It's really, really pretty. I think that's what we're going to do for highlight. And I'm going to go over with my powder brush and just kind of like buff everything in. I like to do this to kind of melt stuff together. And then I also usually go in with like a little bit of setting spray. I'm using the Morphe Luminous one. This has a really nice mister. We'll just fan that off. And then again, I like to just push that in. It gives you a really nice glow, right? Doesn't the skin look so nice? I love having like a nice, like a dewy base. So I'm going to put a little bit of this, like this is almost out. It's Sephora, it's like a gel matte liner. Coconut is the shade. I'm going to put a little bit of this on. I'm kind of looking into like the lens here, so sorry I'm not looking directly at you. There's something on my forehead. I do. I have a fuzzball on my forehead. Nice. Nice, Shannon. Nice. I am like the best YouTuber ever. But at least I noticed that. Okay, so that opened up the eyes. I don't think I'm going to do anything under the eyes. I really like not doing that. I've talked about that before in videos. I feel like it really opens my eyes up anyway. And I'm going to go back in with this Strawberry Dream palette. I want to put a little bit of this blue diamond shade in the corners because it's so freaking pretty. So let's take a little bit. Oh, it's so pretty. And this palette, by the way, in Canadian right now is like 37 bucks, which is not bad at all for a high-end palette with as many shades, and the pan sizes are like pretty decent sized pan sizes. So if you've been thinking about trying his brand, I definitely would, but look at that. It's so pretty. I really like it. And we're going to put a little bit of that actually. I'm going to go in up here and just put a little bit of that sparkle. I love a little sparkle in my life. You guys know this. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so that is the Strawberry Dreams palette. That's all the other products I've used. This is really pretty, by the way. I don't know if it's worth like the huge price point, but it is really pretty. And I don't think I want to add anything else to the blush. I was going to go in with the Mini Bloom, but I use this quite a few times. So I'm going to go in with mascara. I'm going to use the Givenchy Volume Disturbia. I do like this mascara. I've used it a couple times. It has more of like the plasticky wand. It doesn't have the natural bristle, which I usually don't like, but I do like this one. So we're just going to go in. I'm going to add a little bit of this. It gives a decent amount of volume as well as length, so that's kind of something that I enjoy about this one. I'll try to get in like a little bit closer here. I do have a wing on, so it's going to be harder to see. Definitely you can show mascara off better without putting liquid eyeliner on. I don't really wear false lashes that often. I have a few pairs, but I don't know. It's just not something I need, and I'm a new mom, so I definitely don't need lashes on my face right now. I think they look beautiful, and I give props to everyone that can do it, but I'm not like a pro at that yet. Put a little bit on the bottom. Alright, so that's one lash done with mascara and one without, so hopefully you can see the difference. It's a it's actually a really nice mascara, so if you are in the market for a more high-end mascara, this one's really pretty. But you can get really inexpensive mascaras at the drugstore, which you guys know I like Essence Lash Princess, the False Effect, the green one, or I like the waterproof blue one. Those ones are really nice. I haven't tried the other, like the curling purple one, and I think there's like a pink one. I haven't tried those, so I can't speak to those, but yeah. And there is a like purple tube that's not the Lash Princess. It's like volume something. That one's really good too. There's a couple mascaras at the drugstore that are really inexpensive that do similar things. So I like the CoverGirl Exhibitionist actually also. So if you want something more affordable, I recommend those ones. I actually got this mascara because of Babs Beauty. She talked about it on her channel. And I thought, I'm gonna try this one out, but I find it does give a nice amount of volume and it really like curls the lashes, which is nice. Because my lashes need a little bit of curl, and I don't always go in with a lash curler like I didn't today. Alright, so I have the mascara all done. I think I'm gonna go in with this Bare Minerals Honesty lipstick first before I go in with one of the Anastasia lip glosses. So let's just try this. I do have a little bit of the Laneige. What is it? The Laneige lip mask on, the vanilla one. Let's try this. This is pretty moisturizing feeling. Even though I have that under it, it feels pretty, this definitely feels like a creamier formula. I actually like this. Maybe I should get one of these lipsticks. It's really nice. I'm gonna go in with a gloss. I think I'm gonna go in with, this shade. What is this one called? This one's called Bella. It looks like a pinky shade. Let's try this one. This one's definitely more of a warm tone. It's a little bit more warmer tone than I was hoping. But mixed with that other shade. Ooh, this is a nice gloss. This is more of a sticky formula though, if you don't like a sticky formula, and it's more of a lacquer. I think they did say this was like a new formula from them, but I'm not really sure. And then I kind of want to add some of this, like, do I want to add that one? I don't know. Do I want to add some of this bronze color? It doesn't really go with the look, but I kind of want to add it. It's like sparkly. Ooh. That's really pretty. Just to add to like the center of the lip, I think that looks pretty. Oh, so those are nice. I mean, it was a pretty good deal. I got it during the sale, and they're fairly good sized glosses, so I thought I would try them out. I'd never tried Anastasia lip glosses before, so I do like that. All right. So that's pretty much the finished look. Let's give this one more spray. So one more spray. All right, guys, so that is the finished makeup look. That's everything new that I have that I wanted to kind of like just do on camera for you guys and show you guys what everything looked like. I have to say, I pretty much enjoyed all of the products I tried. I buy a lot of products based on recommendations of people that I trust, so I think that's why I usually like it. The glosses I'll have to obviously try more, but I do really like this Strawberry Dream palette. This is beautiful. Really good quality. It actually has like a magnetic closure, which is nice. Pat McGrath foundation, concealer. I already knew that I like these two. I think they're great. I like the Givenchy mascara. Do I think you need that one though? No, because there are other good ones on the market. This Nars Overlust palette, it's beautiful packaging, and I'm really glad I got this because it does have nice products in there. And like I said, if you are just buying this for like the highlighters, if you like a beaming highlight, I wouldn't buy it because it's not beaming, but it is pretty for a natural look and just to put down for other products. Pixie, this is a great like hydrator as well as a base primer. I've been using this pretty much over anything else that I have, so I really like that. And then the Glamour Bronze, really nice, inexpensive from Morphe. You can get it on their site or on Sephora, I believe it's available. I'll have to try more of these Bare Minerals lipsticks, but this is pretty nice. It was a nice formula. And I do like this Luminous Setting Mist. I think it's great. And that's like all the newer products. Oh, the Hourglass. I've talked about this before. I think it's great. Amazing. Pricey product, but beautiful highlight. Like you can see that. It's just stunning. And there are other highlights on the market that look similar on camera. It's really nice because I feel like it has that wet look and it blends into the skin, like melts right away. So I like this. Yeah, guys, so that is going to do it for this video. It was just kind of like a quick kind of putting on like full face of newish products to me. I think that's what I'm going to call it because that's pretty much what we did. I've tried a lot, but I just wanted to show you guys on camera. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you give me a thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. Also subscribe if you want to become part of my family and hit the bell notification because you know I'm not the most freaking uploader and why would you want to miss a video, right? So yeah, just definitely hit that. I love you guys so much and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.